and today I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me. I should have done the intro while I was like barefaced, but it's fine. Right now I am currently sick and I apologize for not having a video for Monday and Wednesday. I got a really bad fever and it just consumed me basically, and I talk a little bit about it in the video, and I hope you guys really enjoy this look. I'm actually really tired now that I've done my makeup. Took all the energy out of me, but I hope you guys really enjoy this look, and if you want to see how I got it, then keep on watching. Doing my makeup today is going to be so pointless, but I might as well just talk about my life, right? Alright, so today we're just going to be playing with a lot of affordable makeup. So the first step that I want to do is primer. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. This is like $6, which is why I didn't use it in my full face under $5, because it's $6. Yeah. Alright, so I have 2 pumps on my hands. This primer is actually really good. I feel so bad that I did not put out videos Monday and Wednesday, but I honestly did not have the energy. I really didn't, because I was like sick in bed, first of all, and my whole body ached. Like, I've never been so sick to the point where like my entire body just could not move. Like, going to the bathroom to go pee just hurt, and I don't know, I was really suffering. We're using the ShopMissA Sculpting Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown, and I'm just gonna go ahead and run this through my brows pretty messily. This is just going to give me some color. So what's been happening with me? Luckily, I haven't been missing a lot of school, simply because it was a President's Day weekend. And so I didn't go back to school until Wednesday, which was pretty nice. But let me tell you, today's Thursday. This video is going to go up on Friday, and on Wednesday I had an 8 a.m. class, right? It was my biology class, and usually after bio we have lab, but since we had a pretty long weekend, we didn't have lab this week. And so I spent 3 hours in my car sleeping. And tell me why, like, the classroom was so cold, I was shivering my ass off. And it was like I was looking around and no one else was so cold. I was like the only one that was super cold. I was so cold to the point where like I couldn't walk. Like my bones were frozen. My body was frozen. Then I'm taking my Colourpop Boss Brow. What shade is this? Dark brown. Okay. Apparently that's my brow shade. Have you seen me use this on camera? I don't know. It's alright. I don't know how I feel about it. It's really hard, that's for sure. And I'm just gonna run this through my brows in hair-like strokes, because I know a lot of people do that, right? A lot of people do that. And so I'm just gonna go ahead, fill it in. Whoa! I broke the pencil! I'm just gonna take my ShopMissA E119 spoolie. By the way, everyone's been bugging me to do a review on these new ShopMissA brushes, their eye brush set. I'm just gonna use them in this video. You'll see me use them, you know, throughout my channel, like my makeup tutorials, but I just don't feel like doing a review on these brushes. So I'll give you guys my honest opinion on them. Today's gonna be, I guess, my first impressions on them. So let's just go ahead and use them. So for my eyebrows, I'm just gonna conceal them with some concealer. This is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. It's becoming one of my favorites. This is in the shade Light 20. And I'm just gonna apply it under my brows. Oh, my brows are so gross. So here I have the E131. And this one is in like a flat shader type of situation, and I'm going to use it as a concealer because it's really dense, and I like these type of brushes for my concealer, and it doesn't seem to be streaking at all. That's pretty good. And I've been pretty faithful with my BH Cosmetics concealer brush, and this one is doing a really good job. So this brush is really nice, but my brows they look horrendous, but I'll come back to them at the end, okay? They'll look better. Okay, so what do I want to do? Do I want to do foundation, or do I want to do my eyes? I never do my eyes first. Let's do my eyes, you know, let's do something different. The reason why I hate doing my eyes first is because when I apply foundation, I can never get foundation in this area very well. But, you know, let's do something different. So, ShopMissA actually sent me their eyeshadow primer. This one's in the shade Nude. Oh, and by the way, as for like the brow pomade situation by ShopMissA, I'm gonna have a separate video for that one just because I feel like you guys need to see like all the colors like swatched and everything, and like comparing it to like different eye pomades. Okay, I can't talk, but yeah, you get the gist. And so we're gonna do like a review on that instead of the brushes. Personally, for me, I don't like eyeshadow primers because I feel like they don't work, but I'll give this a shot, you know? I'll give her a fair shot. I just feel like they're just one extra step I don't need personally, but if this wows me, then I'll be proven wrong. I just feel like concealer does the job for me, but I know some people cannot live without eyeshadow primer. So to buff this in, I'm just going to use that same brush that I've been using for my concealer, and I'm just going to drag this all over my eye. My eyeshadow palette of choice is the Everchanging eyeshadow palette by Focallure. You can purchase this one on the Juno&Co website, and I'm just going to go ahead and take the color called Salt on the E129, and this is just like a flat packing and shading blending brush. Yikes. I don't have the full details in front of me. I kind of just want to use them, you know? And so I'm just going to set the eyeshadow primer in place like I always do with my concealer, and then we're going to go in with our transition shade. I'm trying to find a brush that looks like my Sigma E40, and I'm like stuck between these two, man. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I think she is like the best candidate. Okay, so this is the E127. I'm gonna take the shade called Honey, and I'm gonna pop this into my crease as a transition shade. So today's look, I want to do like a brown smoky eye situation. I haven't done one of those in a very, very long time. Like I usually just do like brown and gold, brown and something, but I just want this to be like just brown. And so I'm kind of excited because that used to be my go-to look all the time. I think like almost a year ago, almost, maybe. And so I want to bring it back. I've been craving Jamba Juice. Oh my god. We're gonna use this one, okay? This one looks kind of like my Morphe R39. This is the E12, and then the last number is rubbed off, but I'm gonna guess it's a 9. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one, the one that looks like my R39. Okay, or R29, wait, whatever that Morphe brush is that I use in my tutorials. R39 or 29. This is what sickness does to you. One time I was sick and I forgot how to spell apple. Don't ask me why. I needed the word apple and I just didn't know how to spell it. And then there was another time I just forgot to spell my name. I really didn't know how to spell Jasmine. I was like, do I have an E at the end? I don't know. Do I? Did my mom give me one? I don't know. I didn't ask her. I didn't want to embarrass myself. So I'm taking the shade Walnut and I'm gonna apply this in my crease. So I'm just gonna follow the socket of my eye and I'm just going to apply this shade directly there. This brown that I just picked up has a redder undertone than I expected it to have, but we're gonna make it work. we're definitely gonna make it work. I'm gonna go into the bronzer that I'm gonna be using today. This is the Colourpop and Alexis Ren Topaz Duo. I'm gonna take the bronzer on the E126, and this is actually a bigger blending brush than my brush that I use my transition shades with. And I'm just gonna run this over that walnut shade, kind of to make it a little bit more toned down because I don't want the red to be as vibrant. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with my shimmery brown eyelid shade, and I'm gonna go into my Okalan Liquid Metal eyeshadow palette. I've only used this once on my channel, so I kind of want to bring it back. And I'm gonna use this shade called Cocoa in the top center. I bought this one on the Juno&Co website, and it is actually really nice. It's really pigmented, and I feel like it applies best when you use your fingers just because it is really creamy to the touch. I'm gonna go back into the brush that had my transition shades, and I'm just gonna blend the top edge of that eyeshadow that we just placed, just so it can have a really nice blend. We're gonna go back into this eyeshadow palette, and there aren't really that many brown shades. I thought this was gonna be like the only brown I was gonna use, but it turned out a little bit more red, so I'm just going to take this shade called Mist, which from what I could tell is a gray, but we're gonna use that on the E130, and we're just going to deepen out this outer edge, I guess. I guess the perk of like not having foundation on first is that you could be as messy as you want and then clean it up later, right? If I'm being quite honest though, I know some people hate it when people are really messy with their makeup. To be honest, it's like the end product is what counts. So I know I brought it out really far, but can you see that blend? Like, that's a good blend. I'm just cleaning up my eyeshadow with the ShopMissA makeup wipes. I have the unscented one. I don't know what a tutorial by That So Yin would be without my Physicians Formula Eye Booster pen. I just... like, you'll see me use eyeliners here and there that are different, but like 9 times out of 10, it's this, okay? It's this. This is my ride or die. Like, Physicians Formula needs to sponsor me or something. I don't know, I'm just saying, so call me, email me. But I'm just going to be using this to make a wing, and I'm just going to be following the line that I created with the makeup wipe where you just sharpen down. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for everyone who doesn't look at my description box, I do have a video linked where I show you guys how I do my eyeliner and fake eyelashes, as well as my brow routine. Nothing really has changed that much. I mean, first I line my eyes like this, and then I wing it out like this, and then I draw the line up like this, and then I fill it in like this. So for eyeliner, I could be cheating because I really don't know how much these cost, because I got some of these, but they're what I use in like almost all my tutorials. They're the My Looking Glass Soft Textured Eyeliners. I have the shade black and brown. And so I'm going to use the black eyeliner to line my upper waterline, and then the brown to line my lower waterline. Obviously, there's a ton of brands in the drugstore that carry black and brown Khol liners. These are just the ones that so happen to be one of my favorites, and I just don't know the price. And the other ones that I have are like Marc Jacobs, but I think that these outperform Marc Jacobs by far. For my lower lash line, we're going to go back into the eyeshadow palette. We're going to take this warm shade up here on the E132. This is actually a really practical brush. You could use this to put color in the inner corner, under your lash line, pack on eyeshadow. It's perfect for a halo eye when you're trying to get into the inner corner and outer corner. This brush is just really practical. It's just a small dome brush. And so I'm just going to take this and run the color on my lower lash line. I'm going to go back in with the bronzer, and I'm also going to apply that on my lower lash line. Now in this brush set, they actually included one of my favorite brushes to use. Now a lot of you guys know I really like using that Delium Tools tiny pencil brush to really get into my lash line, and they actually incorporated one very similar to that, and this is the E134. And so what I like using this brush for is actually just taking a pretty dark shade, so I'm going to go back into that walnut shade, and I'm going to get my mirror, and I like to bring this really close to my lower lash line, and this is going to give you the illusion that you have a lot of depth and dimension in your eyeshadow, and it's also going to make the look a little bit more composed. And I don't know, it's just a very small touch, but I feel like it's something that brings a look all together. I have two lash styles that I really cannot pick between. So these ones are by Juno&Co. Their lashes are so nice, and these ones are $3. They have other lashes for $1, but I don't know, the more I'm looking at them, the more I want to use this one. So this one's in the number 12, and number 11 are like, they're my go-tos, but I just want to try something different today. So these ones are, again, number 12. So I'm just gonna pop them out of the case. Every time I get like the new lashes in the case, it's always hard to open it on the first time, but then after that it's like easier to open. But I'm just gonna go ahead and take them out and pop them on. And like I said, I already have a video on how I apply liner and lashes. All you gotta do is check my description box to watch that video. Teach you guys in depth how to like size them and everything. So yeah, you wanna learn all that, I have it down below. If I'm being honest, I like a longer lash, but this isn't that bad. Like, this isn't bad. I just really like dramatic lashes, okay? You're probably used to seeing me with bigger lashes, I'm sure. But we're gonna move on into the foundation part. For foundation today, I think I'm going to be mixing the NYX Total Control with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, because the NYX Total Control is matte, and my skin, since I'm sick, definitely needs hydration. I don't know if you guys get like that, like whenever you're sick, your skin just dehydrates. Like your whole body just like gets dry. So I'm just gonna go ahead, we're gonna go in with NYX first, maybe, yeah. And then we're gonna blend this in with the ShopMissA Wonder Blender. I really love the NYX foundation because it is the perfect color match. I just wish I can have a formula that I actually really enjoy, because this color is perfect. It's actually yellow. Since I want more moisture in my face, I am gonna go into the Wet n Wild foundation, and wherever I actually need more coverage is actually where I'm gonna apply this foundation. Simply because I feel like the NYX foundation gives me more, I guess, color than coverage. Because if anything, it makes like my acne spots look like gray or purple, and it's not a good look. So I'm running into that issue that I mentioned in the beginning of the video where I can't get into this corner of my eye. So I'm gonna try and just take one of the brushes. This is the E125, and I'm just going to try and blend around areas that are difficult to blend for me. So these brushes are actually pretty good with cream products from what I could tell. I look very washed out since I covered up all my redness. So I'm just gonna go back into the bronzer. I'm gonna use the ShopMissA Foam Ink brushes, and I'm gonna use F24 for my bronzer. I've actually been using this whenever I have been using bronzer, and it's just been working out so well for me. This is actually labeled as their blush brush, but this is actually like the perfect bronzer brush for me at the moment. Ever since I reviewed these brushes, it's just been heavenly. Do you guys ever feel like when you get sick, you just get deaf? Because me. I might have gone overzealous on my forehead, so I'm actually gonna blend this out with one of their other brushes, F21. And this is actually just going to help blend the color into my skin. This has no product on it. I'm just brushing out the color. And then for like blush, we're actually going to use the highlight portion of the palette. And then we're going to apply this on the cheek. The cheeky deeky. And then I'm going to actually apply powder to the sides of my nose. So I have the ShopMissA Perfect Setting Powder in Soft Light. I actually don't have any affordable powders other than the RCMA, but I kind of didn't want to use that today because you guys haven't really seen me use Soft Light. You guys see me use Banana all the time, and so I wanted to use this one in today's video. I wiped off the additional color on the E132, the brush that I used for my lower lash line. And we're going to go back into the Okalan palette. We're going to take Royal Flush. And I want to apply this shade in my inner corner. I'm just going to apply more highlight to the apples of my cheek. Oh, and by the way, they also have like a brow brush in the set. So I'm actually going to take this product on the brush. And I'm actually going to create the hair-like strokes in the front of the brow that I always do. Just because I feel like with the brow pencils, I'm never able to make the lines as soft as I want to. So we're just going to do it this way. For my lips today, I actually got sent this liquid lipstick. So this is by the brand Beauty Big Bang. It's in the shade Dark Brown. And we're just going to try it out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoy the finished look. And I hope you guys really enjoy me using all these affordable makeup products. I know a lot of you guys seem to really like these videos. I want to do like a video where I just use all expensive like products, but you know, majority of my videos like are just me mixing high-end and affordable makeup. So if that sounds like a good idea to you guys, using a full face of high-end makeup, then let me know. As always, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Peace out, Girl Scouts.